What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dannphan stream. We're doing best game ever, Sonic Adventure. Fuck yeah. Blast the music. The music that Adam couldn't recognize. Hell yeah.
We should do another one of those.
We should. We really should. Do you want the laptop in your lap?
Oh yeah. One. Pass it over.
Oh man, this is spoilers. This story spoilers.
This robot is my friend.
Killer. Kill Amy. So this is actually like technically the remake, I guess, of Sonic Adventure. Never played the original, never played all the way through this one, but this is the one that they had on Steam. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Hey, Never. Dannphan and Dannphan.
Yeah, Adam, I'll have to, if I become lost or don't know what to do next, I'll have to rely on you and chat to like figure it out for me. Just like I did for Inferno. Those are some old school poly people. Meanwhile, it's just flying through the city. So cool! Look at that pixelated New York!
Oh yeah! This is happening!
Yes! Oh wow, those cars are not going in a straight line at all.
What's up?
I love how the music is louder than their actual voices. Good stuff. Oh no, it's chaos!
You look kind of bad. I thought he was supposed to be like the final boss guy.
Yeah, well, he like evolves, you know?
Oh, so it's like Cell?
Yeah, sort of. More like a Pokemon. He's like kind of got a groove to him. Looks like he's dancing all the time. Did they cut out the gun sound effects? Or is the audio all fucked up?
I think they probably just cut the gun sounds. They try to pretend like they're not guns or something.
Oh yeah, this could be fun. I'm gonna beat him up. Yeah, I'm playing an invisible piano. Yeah, Chaos Zero. Woo! So like this game is not known for having the best controls, but I'll have to get used to it. Whoa god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, I hate the camera. Okay.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time!
Hell yeah, get him!
You know, real raindrops don't just disappear after they fall. It's like very distracting. That, like,
Did you know that real raindrops don't disappear after they
they're just
fall?
instantly like
Where are you going?
dissolving, you know?
Mm. Fine, go down into the sewers. You're a piece of shit anyway. Ah, so dramatic. I wonder if I should or can change like the audio levels to make this sound better. Because the rain is crazy loud.
Seems pretty advanced. That's like some PC game shit.
I mean, this is the re-released version though. This is like the 2003 remake of it, so... Believe it or not, this is what they believe to be like the improved graphics.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah! Well, Tails is dead.
Tails! Ah, what am I gonna do with you?
No, well. Oh, hey, babe. You come here often? Oh, God.
Not more of that.
She's so square. Oh, she's got an anime face, though. Fuckable? Would you do?
That pose.
Oh, boy.
You know, when they did the Sonic and like the human princess.
Oh my god, that was so weird.
That was so disturbing.
I gotta rescue Tails.
Whenever they have non-human characters that are like hubba hubba with like a human character, I'm always just like, that's
Yeah.
so fucking weird.
I don't like the interspecies stuff.
They do it in a lot of cartoons, and I was just like, that's not even it's not like even appropriate humor for like a kids thing. And then in addition, it just like sets people onto this like mentality that somehow, you know, just people should. It's just like, I don't know.
Whee! Whoa! Yahoo! Whoa, it actually worked. Usually you get stuck on that loop. There's the whale.
This is it, yeah. He breaks the platform?
I don't know. Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
okay. So,
Whee! So this is the one that Adam played at Disney Quest?
how do you run?
I just press forward.
No, there's a run button, right? If there's no run button,
Hold
then I
on.
played a different game because.
Oh, you played Sonic 06 or something?
No, it looked like this. Well, I don't know. I thought it was a ramp that went up that the whale broke. And there was a run button because the controller was broken and the run button didn't work. So I had to
Oh,
walk
boy.
everywhere as Sonic. So I had a problem where like I couldn't get up the ramp, and then the whale would break it, so I would go forward to bait the whale, and then I'd go back, and then the whale would break it, but then I couldn't jump over the gap that the whale left.
Oh, boy.
So, I don't know. It was like a weird game. Sonic was a strange game without a run button.
Yeah, there's probably a glitch that caused you to just be slow. There's a lot of glitches in this game.
No.
Even in the polished version, there's a lot of glitches.
No, the controller was just broken.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty positive it was just the controller didn't work.
Whee!
You know, because it's sitting out.
Whoa! There we go. All right.
You
Nothing
know,
to see here.
You know, because it's just like sitting out for people to play all day. So, you know.
Sure.
Oh, Neva, were you there for my story that never finished? Because the internet cut out?
The story was too sexy for YouTube. That's the real reason.
Oh, yeah.
2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on L or else you'll fall.
Oh no, I fell. Wait, is that a bad thing or is that a good thing? Fuck you. Got him. Whee! Man, Tails really crashed further away than I thought. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, that's...
I
I'm
thought
just
he was
gonna go
right
take
next
the
to me.
garbage out. Whoa!
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Now I gotta learn CPR. Better run over here.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway?
One of the few instances where they actually hired, like, a child actor for Tails and not just some woman.
Using a new code
Incredible.
It's
Yeah.
got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just
I'm
use
like
my
actually
plan, the
convinced that that's
tornado?
like Tails.
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Yeah, Chaos Emerald.
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
The music is insanely loud.
Severed emeralds during one of my test fights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged!
Hey, Wesley Gomes.
You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show
I
you.
wanna fly high.
It's in the Mystic Ruins. The
No,
fastest way is by
actually,
train. Let's go!
it was not the magic stream that it got interrupted. It was the infernal stream before that, but then I tried to tell the story
Oh, now I
again,
can play with Tails.
and the magic stream also got interrupted. It's like the story is like cursed.
Man, I wasn't listening to what he said, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go.
You have a quest log?
Good one.
You want me to look it up?
Hang on, let me.
Take
Tell
the
me.
train to the Mystic Ruins.
Okay, where's the train? This train.
Yeah, looks like it.
Back.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I'm coming! I gotta go visit Tails in his workshop or something. Whee! Sonic taking the train. Couldn't write a better joke than that. Alright. Hey, who are you? Oh god. Alright. Where is... Oh no, not this music. Oh, there. Get me out of here. Please. I can't listen to this woman say yay too many times.
If it isn't Sonic! Look, it's a giant talking ant.
Science. I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world.
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work.
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, big surprise there.
Here, or else!
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force, the hard way.
I'll have to check it out. At least they didn't delete the video. I don't think it actually. It's just my internet was kind of shitty.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't think it's actually like.
It was a pretty, like, spicy story, but it's not.
No, I don't think they have that much of a. Oh shit! You get to fight Eggman. Nice.
It's the Egg Hornet! Oh no, missiles! Oh shit. Come on.
All systems, full power. Ah!
Ah! Oh. Whoops. Whoop.
All systems, full power. Ah!
Ha!
Gonna get away with this.
Is this the normal Eggman voice?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Honestly. A lot of the voice actors are different, so I wouldn't be surprised if it were a different voice for Eggman.
He seems a bit.
Seems a little bit more chill than the modern Eggman, I suppose.
I don't know. Yeah, something.
Not as raspy.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Hehe.
It's kind of funny, like in the comments for the
Well, that
the
wasn't
Sonic
so hard.
music thing. People are like, "Oh, you should have done this to really throw him off." It's like
Oh,
unnecessary.
Any song from Sonic is gonna throw him off.
Yeah,
He does not
I still.
know a lot
What did
about
I get? I got like 4 out of 10 though, didn't I?
Chaos.
Yeah, I think so.
So like even just kind of having no fucking idea.
You got either 4 out of 10 or 3 out of
Same
10.
monster I saw
That's
the
pretty
other
good
day.
Yeah,
for
there
having
you go.
played like no Sonic games. Someone was like the most iconic Sonic song I didn't recognize, I don't think that's.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
one
it-
of the most iconic.
I don't think it's the most, because the most iconic is Gotta
It
Go
was
Fast.
the only English Sonic song that was in the Sonic anime because it was so iconic.
No, but what about the one where he goes Gotta Go Fast?
That was Sonic X.
So it wasn't that song. I know that song.
Yeah, but that was made specifically for the 4Kids
Yeah.
anime. And yes, it is a very good song.
You wanna come hang out?
Gotta go fast!
Hi.
Gotta go faster!
Hi. You wanna come here?
Oh, Gurky! Puppy dog! Fluff! Literal rug!
Come on. Yeah.
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Alright.
Kirgy. Kirgy, you wanna come hang out?
Man, looking around was hard in these older games.
He keeps on looking at you like, am I now?
What do I do with the Windstone, guys?
Trisha's not playing whatever game that was.
Guys, what do I do with the Windstone? I think I'm supposed to do something with it.
Throw it off the cliff?
I don't think it's that.
You're going to the cliff, so.
It looks like a key.
Kirgy.
You know what? Maybe it was to open up a passage somewhere. Whee! What's up?
That's the music?
Yeah.
A whistle?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, this stage has the worst music.
No, but there was like a screeching noise.
Whoop. Oh, there we go.
This has about as bad a camera as like Donkey Kong 64, but you're moving insanely fast.
I think I just caused the Windstone to vanish, so let's not worry about that.
Maybe it went back. Chat says you're too slow. Gotta go fast.
Bam!
Much
You know,
better.
this is actually kind of fun. Spin dashing around the stage. Whoa. A little bit fast.
So is this game supposed to be a good Sonic game or a bad Sonic game?
It really depends who you ask. I mean, like, the Sonic fans, they love this game, right? But there are a few issues with this game.
Oh, I hadn't
Oh, there's the
noticed.
Windstone. So I put the Windstone here. Alright, let me just remember where this is and just hope that the Windstone respawned. Man, looking around was really hard in these games. Like, I can't manually turn the camera. I just gotta, like, trust. Yes.
Or like the Mario
Ah!
64 camera. You know what? I never had that much of a problem with the Mario 64 camera, but I think I learned my first curse words watching my brother play Mario 64 and getting angry at the camera.
What a sweet story. Hell yeah. Whee! Windy Valley, baby.
It's a 3D Sonic, ergo it's bad, says chat. Strong words. Did you just hurt Tails?
No.
You just beat him up. There's friendly fire? What the fuck?
This ain't no kiddie game. This is Sonic.
Taking an invisible path. Don't be afraid.
If you say so.
Navigate.
Wah! Wah! I thought you said don't be afraid! She lied to me.
Hello to you too, Jamie Rose.
Oh my god, it just doesn't work. Do I just not have to press a direction? Is that the thing? Like if I just automatically let it go, it'll land me in the right spot? No! What? Oh, Sonic.
But you don't have like limited lives, right?
I do.
Oh, so they're punishing you for
Whoop.
each one of these
There we
deaths.
go.
That's a little bit goofy.
Alright.
Also, chat says Sonic's his name, Speed's his name.
Oh. Oh.
Kind of feel like it was Speed's game, but I don't know the song, so.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Oh no, it's getting over it all over again.
Have you ever played Getting Over It?
Shush.
Oh. Okay.
Jump on panel
Shut
number
up.
1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Oh my god. Sickness!
Sickness?
Motion sickness. To be precise. I don't want that. Ah, there we go. Whoop. Oh my. Gotta go fast. Okay. Whoop. Hey. Nice. Okay. You know, I can appreciate the ideas even if the execution isn't that well done. They were very ambitious, you know?
I mean, they at least have some pretty interesting like levels, even if the camera is.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, even if the camera's like woefully inadequate to handle all of these weird like scenes, they're still cool. Like this is a cool area.
Yeah, it's a neat idea.
I kind of wonder if they shouldn't have just gone like, I don't know, first person or something.
So, like, for Sonic Generations, they took a lot of these old school levels and did, like, remakes of them and made them work a lot better.
You know, I feel like you just need a mouse and keyboard to get camera to
Whoa.
happen.
Whoa.
You know, controversial opinion. I just feel like if you really want any sort of area to work,
Whoa.
you need to have a really easy way
I
of
got
moving the camera.
Yeah, yeah. And these old 3D games definitely did not have that really figured out yet.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, you can't edit your own comments. Trying to gaslight people, pretend that you said Speed's his game the whole time. Speed's his name. His name is Speed. That's my new Sonic OC.
Sonic.
Yeah.
That's his name.
My new Sonic OC is Speed. He's faster than Sonic and cooler.
And Speed is his name.
It is, yeah. And Sonic is his game.
Okay, how do I...
And his favorite song is The Game by Drowning Pool. That's how cool he is.
That's pretty cool.
And he liked it before Triple H did. That's how cool he is.
How do I... Oh, there's the stairs.
And he wears trip pants, but he never trips on them.
Whoa. That's impressive when Speed is your name. Alright, Station Square. Well, as usual, I didn't find anything. I love how I can torment these kids. It's good stuff. Hey kids.
Oh,
What you doing?
You can hurt them?
Well, they just flinch when I like jump on them.
Just psychopath training. Oh, is that by Motorhead? Oh god, I think you're right. Yeah, I've heard a version by them anyway. There's a bunch of songs like that like Motorhead wrote that. Like Orgasmatron is a Motorhead song apparently. But I always thought the Satyricon version was like so much more fun.
Twinkle Park, it's you!
That's not healthy. That is...
Yum! Sewage!
That has to be an area that they intended to have a damage effect, and they just never coded it.
Well, I love eating people's poo! Okay. There's gotta be somewhere in the city. There you go in the city. Hey, I'm walking here. I found it. Okay. Not doing too bad.
Hey, wonderful galaxy.
Yeah, what's
How's
up?
it going?
How are things? You ever play Sonic Adventure? Whoa. That is quite fast. But I suppose he has to go fast. Alright, what's with this box? What's with that, huh? Huh?
You're just asking the wrong person.
Is there a way to get out of here if I can't get past if I can't get past the box? Did I soft lock myself?
That would be
Oh,
hilarious.
okay, there we go.
A wonderful galaxy says, "No, I have never played any Sonic game, and I thank God for that."
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
But I got light speed shoes now.
Button to store up power.
I can hold the
Game
actor.
Release the button and you can do the
Oh, I can do a light speed dash, guys.
dash makes you reach
Oh, fuck.
Hey Jordan, you joined just in time for
Light speed dash. Look at me.
Trisha.
Wait.
Trisha is having fun,
Run along the paths of rings. Hold the
and I
action
thank God
button
for that.
and let go when you have enough power.
Oh.
'Cause sometimes Sonic can be frustrating and not fun.
Oh.
But right now we're
I
having
didn't
fun.
do it.
So.
I didn't do it right. Ooh. 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 Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Here we go. Ooh. Hee hee. Can I try again?
Use the light dash
It didn't
to
work.
run along the paths of rings. Hold the action button and let go when you have enough power.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. I have to wait until he says ready, go. I didn't wait until he said ready, go. It took a while, though. To be fair. Hey, what's up? Don't use the back door. Don't tell me what to use. What kind of shop is this?
Silver is Trunks of the Sonicverse.
Just selling
You know,
an
I'm
egg?
starting to think that Sonic just
Action
ripped...
figures? What kind of shop are you running here? You're selling a clock?
I'm starting to think that Sonic just ripped off a ton of Dragon Ball Z stuff. Because he literally goes Super
Well, yeah,
Saiyan.
yeah, that's like the idea.
You collect like a bunch of
It
Dragon
was
Balls.
it was purposefully meant to be like a reference to Goku, the super mode. They just didn't imagine, you know, that it would be as popular as it was. They thought, oh, well, we'll just include something for the sake of it being fun. So let's see.
Oh,
went that
chat has
way.
guidance for you. In the wise words of chat, they say go back to the hotel.
Okay, well,
And they beseech upon you that you trust them.
the hotel. What is the hotel? Is this the hotel?
We're already lost.
No, that's not it. I think maybe they mean the train. Oh, they mean the pool, right? You mean the pool? The pool hotel thingy. Gotcha. I'll be
Chat.
there in a jiffy.
Chad has spoken no further.
I got you. Yeah, this. Right?
Where Emerald Coast was.
Pool. Where is the
The
pool?
train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I don't want to go to Mystic Ruins. Oh, there's the casino. I didn't know that was here. What's up these stairs?
Chad says up the stairs.
Ah, well, now I'm in the train
Chad also
station.
says you missed it, but that doesn't mean anything because of the delay.
Yeah. Well, there's where the cars are.
I mean, that's probably the hotel right there.
Yeah, that's where I went.
Okay.
I was in the hotel,
Okay.
and I went out through the wrong door, I suppose. But, I mean, can you blame me? I can't
Up
really
the
look
stairs.
around. Up the stairs. Oh, there's the pool. See, I was right. Look at this. You can't blame me, because it's, like, super hard to look around, you know? Ah! No! Freddy, no.
Did you miss your opportunity on the save file? Do you have to like just start a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, you can farm rings if you keep on messing it up, huh?
What? What's that shit?
Wait, to light dash you have to do ready go?
Yeah, it takes a really long time, too.
But in Frontiers you can just click one button and you light dash.
I know, that's... You can see why they would change that, you know? Oh, God. This door just keeps closing.
I don't like green Sonic. He has a lame skateboard. Is there a green Sonic?
What? Oh my God, this is crazy. This is actually Bazonka Wonkers. I can't even see, like, if I made it in time because of the camera. I just find out later that I didn't.
Yep.
Let me slide backwards. I did it!
What's that?
It's another power-up. I get a bounce bracelet.
This
Ooh.
is the crystal ring. This reduces the time needed to store power for the
Ah,
light
close
speed
enough.
dash.
Oh, that would have been nice before you
Yeah,
got into this room.
thank you. Thank you for that. It's good to have that. Thanks. Thank you. All right.
Thanks, Jordan.
Now what? Tell me what to do, Jordan.
The most like some people are like, just sit back and chill, enjoy the stream, and leave the playing to me. We're like, help.
Please help! I never finished this game.
Every viewer is like overworked, like they just don't know how to do anything. Typing in directions to where the start menu is.
Ah. Did I do something I was supposed to?
I don't know, what do those TVs do?
They questioned me.
Can't have that. Destroy them.
Yeah.
What stages have you
Casino
played?
Palace.
Kind
Played
of
the
none
first
of them.
two, I guess.
Oh yeah, sure.
What?
We did the tornado thing and we did the whale on the beach.
Slot? Can I slot? I thought I was too young to get a slot. Oh, it's pinball time, huh?
So is Tails supposed to be working like the paddles?
Possibly.
Oh.
No,
That's some generous hitbox there.
I know. It's a kid's game. So, I supposed to... Oh, oh. I assume I'm trying to, like, get it in one of those. Yeah, there you go. Show me the money! Oh. Final Eggman? Okay.
Final Eggman.
Hey! Hey! No! This is the gameplay that you came to see, right, guys?
Getting rings is actually this stage's main objective. Says chat. So speaketh Jordan, seer of...
Oh.
Mobility seer. Seer of going fast.
Well, I don't know what I was supposed to do for that one. Okay.
Probably just make money.
Ah! Why?
So he made robots that look like Sonic.
He made a couple of those.
He used saw blades, and he's like, yeah, you know how you spin? It's like that. I needed them to have your face so they would spin good.
Of course. All makes sense. What, are you confused? There's certainly a lot of rings. Whoop! So if I get more rings, I'm more good, is what you're saying? Oh god. Oh shit. Oh god. I'm stuck. There's nothing. I can't. Oh my god. No.
You're moving. It's fine.
No. Okay. Oh, alright. Alright. You know Tails. You could have helped.
Oh, if you don't make enough rings in the pinball game, they dump you into the sewer. Which is where you are now.
Oh. And that's a bad thing?
I don't know. I guess I just wanted to be lore accurate to
To gambling. Hey.
Now you're in the showers?
Makes complete sense. I don't know why you're confused. That was super organic. Alrighty. This is pretty nice. So that's the slot pinball. That's not like a real stage though, right? That's just like a fun thing. Card and pinball?
Card pinball, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I should
Mountain
go talk
Dew
to
fountain?
Maybe I should go talk to the ball, the magic ball, and see where she says I'm supposed to go.
Deposit
Oh,
your
this is a
rings.
shower. Where?
You know, like in a casino where there's like the chip counter. Just look for one of those, I guess. Look left. Should be like by
I
the,
can't look left. This?
should be like by the entrance, you know. Okay, it's not by the entrance. Oh wait, is there? Does that actually leave? Can you look over to the right? Is there like a counter on your in the hallway leaving? Oh, information. To your
It said
left.
information?
To your left, it did.
Okay, so over here?
There you go.
Ah. Well, this is very informative.
Giant coins. You're literally looking at it. But that was a while ago, so we don't know what we were looking at.
Whoop, that was fun. So these giant coins?
I thought there would be like a person.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may
Oh,
even
I thought this would be the exit.
back. Jeez. That's so violent.
I thought this was the exit.
Okay,
That
so
would
when
like-
you get a certain amount of rings, you can get the Chaos Emerald, I guess is the
I think
idea?
that's, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's unique. Okay.
Okay, so make money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. I wish that the camera was better, but you know, that's
Do you want to know how many rings you need?
a lot.
Do you want to...
Do you actually know?
I do, yes.
How many rings?
Knowledge has been passed on to me by chat. Oh, this is another game that they published.
Oh, interesting.
It is 400.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. You made it seem so ominous. It's like if I already made 90. Hmm?
Are you going through that the wrong direction or something? Like, why is it like nothing happening? Oh, man.
That's why. Yes.
Can you control Sonic at all?
No. I can also make a good bit of rings on this level, I guess. Like that. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
Nice dodge.
Shut up.
Can you turn around?
You have no You have no idea what these controls feel like, man. You don't know the trouble I've seen. Oh, 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 okay.
I personally find the sewer a lot more profitable than the casino. So says the Sonic specialist in chat.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about.
Wait a second, you turned around right there.
Yeah.
In a tunnel, you can't turn around?
It was just too risky, man.
What?
Well, there was like a big ass ball in the tunnel that I couldn't see, so.
Oh, you drop every single ring when you get hit?
Yes. Yes. That's what old school Sonic games used to be like.
But I didn't see like 90 rings on the
Oh
ground.
my god, I can't see shit with this fucking camera!
Imagine, like, being in the bathroom at a casino and then, like, this, like, haggard woman, like, just crawls out of the sewer grate all bloody from being impaled by spikes in, like, a gauntlet that she just passed through.
I love the idea that the casinos are the people that throw you down there because you're not doing good enough.
You're not taking enough of their money. Those, yeah.
And then you come back and you start playing again.
Yeah.
Right. That one sucks. I want to go to the other one.
Yeah, chat was commenting on how it makes no sense. It's like, you're not making the casino lose enough money. I'm going to punish you. Oh, that's good to know. We're playing the slightly buggier version of the game.
Yes. I mentioned it before. This is not actually the original version of Sonic Adventure. This is like the remake, which is not known for being the best remake. But it's the only version that Steam had, so best I can do.
You know, me and my brother, we always hated games of chance.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
fair.
wonder, like, what games did other kids play that they got into, like, lottery tickets and stuff?
Sonic is definitely pretty guilty.
They have a bunch of casino levels, right?
Yeah. Almost every Sonic game. Because it like kind of became a trademark thing. Like people enjoyed the pinball so much that they were like, why don't we just put this in every game? But then they like, you know, they went heavy on the casino theme.
So my brother, when I tried to show him Dungeons and Dragons, he didn't like it because he could roll bad, and then he wouldn't get a good like thing. He would rather never like he doesn't get excited at all for criticals or anything like that. He would rather always roll a 10 than be able to roll a 20 or a 1. I find it hilarious that I'm the expert for once. Yes. A professor. A scientist of... Oh, look at that!
I must have did pretty well.
You didn't end up in the sewers.
I've got rings for you, my lord. Please, take as many as you'd like. Ah! Ah!
Why is the hentai all of a sudden?
Does it please you?
It's like a yaoi. A yaoi hentai over here.
Ah. I mean, it is pretty ridiculous. That's how they take your money. It's like, at what point is that not consensual?
The allure of gambling and fast money is as old as civilization.
Mm.
Might be as old as money.
It's as old as sin.
I guess you can make the argument that like hunting is a high risk, high reward thing, but I don't know. Taking chances isn't the same thing as gambling, really.
Well, yeah. You can argue that anything in life is like taking a chance, you know? But gambling usually involves some sort of a bet.
Hey, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe the Gen. What's up?
Well, like if you put down a trap expecting an animal to trigger the trap and die so you can eat it, did you take a gamble on that? No.
It's okay.
How much do you have to get? 100 for them not to toss you into the sewage treatment plant?
The momentum just kind of keeps you going, you know?
So there's a ball chasing you? Nice dodge.
Shut up. Oh,
Yeah, you can turn around.
there.
Nice. Oh. Hey, that's pretty good.
Watch me lose all of them in one go.
No. Just relaxing with a game on the side. Happy to be your background noise. Mr. Gabe the Gen.
Wow.
Big is not as bad as everyone says. Most people are just doing it wrong. You get to play... Oh, you do get to play as different characters.
There's a fishing
Oh,
level.
nice! Look at you! All you have to do is not jump on those spikes.
Thanks.
Making me nervous.
Wow.
Wow, you managed to just
Wow.
blow all those...
Look, this game it does not have the best controls.
Wait. So these rings are dirty. Like in the shower, they're like... They're
You
black.
gotta do what you gotta do! Oh yeah, take a nice long shower, Sonic.
What on earth? You know what's funny? We were before we launched the game. There's no like news updates for this game. So the only thing you see is the community content, which I have turned off from my Steam account because it is always like horrifying. But for Sonic, someone posted a picture of Amy, like a screenshot from this, and then captioned it "My love" with a heart.
No, it said something like "best girl."
I don't think so. I think it said "My love."
I don't think that is correct.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like. Here, yeah, take a look.
We'll see about this, my love. I think it was something different. My
That's
lovely girl.
My lovely girl.
That's different than saying my love.
Okay.
Because that's like, you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Is it enough to reach the emerald? I think we need 26 more. We get 374.
We're almost there. After this, where do I go? Is a good question.
Apparently, the texture that's underneath the ladder is supposed to be the shadow of the ladder, but it's bugged, so it just looks like whatever the hell
Part
that
of
was.
the ladder.
Hey, Masail Leos. That's a pretty cool name.
Hell yeah, man. Only the coolest subscribers from me. Oh, hello. Oh.
Is that 2D we're looking at?
What the heck? Okay.
I think you're supposed to get that thing in there, but it's just a life.
I didn't expect that to happen. Don't know what else to say.
Playing a little new game plus on Elden of the Rings.
Oh, yes. You hear about the DLC? They released a little teaser image. Looking sick with a pretty gal. It's the true DLC. As if you can make your waifus look pretty. Looking pretty in a Dark Souls game would be ridiculous.
Yeah, I was trying to find mods to make yourself look attractive. There's like some like comically large boob mods, but not even like good looking boobs. They're just kind of like, you know.
Hey, there we go.
Like large balloons.
Large balloons. Hell yeah. This is some pretty chill pinball streaming we got here.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel like I told the story. I tried to recap the story on the Magic stream after we got cut off on the Infernal stream. It wasn't as good. I didn't tell it as good.
Well, you can always try again now.
Do you want to hear the story again?
You want to hear the story, guys? It's a happy story.
It is a happy story. It's one of the few happy stories from my school. Oh man, I recorded another really good story, but it's like 2.5 hours of like interviewing my friend Sergeant Salamander, who you should check out.
Great guy.
He makes he plays like different like 4X or like he calls them grand strategy games, but I don't know what that is exactly. I don't know if that's different from 4X, but he plays them and then he writes down what happened on his campaigns as like a history book, or he used to write those down into history books. And then now he has made a YouTube channel to put those like storybooks, those history books into like a better form, a form that like suits it better. And so he tells them like a historical account. I find it slightly hard to follow because I don't play. He goes from antiquity, like Roman times, in one game. I think it's like Imperator Rome, and then he uses a mod to convert his save into a starting point for a game that does the medieval era. That's CK3, Crusader Kings 3, and then he goes from that one to Hearts of Iron, which is I guess they all kind of...
is this supposed to just be all the money piling up?
Yeah.
That's funny. Shake it.
And then he's actually thinking of going from Hearts of Iron to... Oh no, he does the colonial era first, Age of Exploration, and then he does Hearts of Iron, I think. And then if he's thinking he wants to carry some of his campaigns into Stellaris and do like the sci-fi extent, like he ends them all with them getting into space, and then he's like, and then I'll pick up with Stellaris at some point, which sounds cool. Oh yeah, the Elden Ring DLC, they posted a picture of a blonde woman riding side saddle on a horse. With, like,
yeah.
super flowing, like, gorgeous hair. Gorgeous blonde
it's
hair.
like braided and waving.
Yeah, it was so pretty.
Very
and
nice.
She's all bright and white, and then there's the Erd tree is, like, the contrast on the left side of the screen, and that's all ash. And like...
It's
darkness.
just like a burnt husk of what it used to be. There's
But
no
there's
more
a little-
burning.
There's a little sliver of, like, golden something in the core of the tree.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I wonder if that has something to do with the
But
gold.
more importantly, stop the fire particle effect. We need to get
Grand
busy.
strategy is 4X, but with indecipherable rules and crazy crap that makes it not fun. I believe you're indicating the autism content. Sometimes John will talk about some of the stuff in those games, and I'm like, oh man, that sounds like way too much. Like the some of the different like religion things, and like, you know.
So this
I need to pick up Stellaris again,
This is a-
but I'm a couple DLCs behind now. I don't think you need any of the DLCs of Stellaris, except for the first one. Whatever the first one is called, that one is
Tell me.
really good. It's not Nemesis, is it like something else? Apocalypse. Apocalypse DLC is good. Yeah, and then I think the first one that came out was like necessary.
I wasn't paying attention to where the ice stone was. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Mods for Stellaris are fantastic.
Guys, do you remember where the ice stone was? Did I pass it?
I've
Like an
gotten a lot of
idiot.
the DLCs for Stellaris because it is fun. But- So it's in an alleyway apparently near the casino.
Okay. So I should go back to the casino.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Shut up. There's the casinos. It's Not up the stairs, I assume. I don't see any alleyways, honestly. Unless I have to enter the casino. Oh, here's an alleyway.
Okay.
Aha!
Hey! Chaos Emerald. Oh, no.
The ice storm. Gotta take this to the train.
Yep, and then take it to the Mystic Ruins.
Oh boy. Yeah, the camera is crazy in this game. Whee!
Thank God for ice. Good thing that it has the power to shatter stone.
Looks like a key. Maybe I can use this somewhere I don't know. We're not gonna specify where, but maybe I can use it somewhere. Whoop. Can you tell me?
Also, the Elden Lord crown looks like
No, I didn't.
metal band hair. You mean like hair metal hair? Yeah, a little bit.
She's like, oh, didn't you see the stone with the nice pattern on it? It's like, no! Show me! And then she just flies away. Oh, oh. Okay. Guess I'm going this way. Chat, if you know where I'm supposed to put this thing, by all means.
Oh, Jordan says in that hole.
What hole?
Well, that's why I didn't.
Oh, that was a big hole.
That's why I didn't say anything, because I was like, I don't know. Because I knew you were gonna ask what hole, and I was like, no.
Be specific.
The hole on the side of the mountain. But probably the one from the preview. Like.
I don't even know where that is. I can't move the camera around to see.
I think it's to the left. Yeah, right there, straight ahead.
Okay. Okay. Whee! Yes, I've totally seen this before. Thank you, fairy, for being so specific. Just like, oh, you didn't see the door where that kid where I went to? Oh, are you a dum-dum? You didn't see it? Okay.
I like the drifting noise every time you change directions, even if you're walking.
Ooh. Yeah. Alrighty. Up this ladder then. Ice cap, action stage. Get the Chaos Emerald.
Oh yeah, does anyone want me to tell that story? It's a long story.
Ah, ice levels. Wonderful. Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if anyone was here during the Infernal stream or the stream just died before I finished the story. Oh.
I don't think I... yeah, lady?
Should really try playing better.
Yeah, this is really my fault. You're just not skilled at Sonic games.
Why aren't you just better?
Oh.
At least there was a ground that time. Oh my god.
Fair point.
This is a fun fact. This is apparently the same ice cap from Sonic 3. Okay, we got a couple. Tell the story. All right, yeah, okay. So, I probably need more water. But,
You know, I don't think this icicle mechanic that they spoke of really works.
all right. So,
and jump. You should be able to jump backwards.
I'm
But don't hold on
trying.
too long. You'll slip right off.
So I think I've like explained kind of how it was like at my school. I went to a liberal arts school and it was like, you know, it was like, you know, it was kind of like shitty. So there was a couple things people didn't like at a liberal arts school, and monogamy was one of them. People didn't like it so much that, like, if you had parents that were still together, they would be upset with you. They would like you less.
And that's not right. Whoops.
Like if I told a story mentioning that I had parents, people would give me a kind of a nasty look. Like if I mentioned my parents were still married. I remember I was telling a story one time. I was like, "Oh, my dad used to do this," and then this girl was like, "Oh, do you get to see your dad often?" I was like, "Yeah, what?" I was like, "Oh no, they're not divorced." And then she like looked angry and like didn't want to talk anymore. And she was like, she all lit up when I was describing stuff my dad did that annoyed my mom. And then when it didn't end in divorce, she was like, "Why are you even telling me this?"
I'm only interested if you're unhappy and your parents are too.
Yeah, if everyone in the story is happy, I don't understand why you're telling it to me. So there was this girl, and she was dating her boyfriend from high school, and she didn't break up. There was like a period, like 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in or something. Maybe it was 4. Could have been 4 weeks in, where everybody broke up with their boyfriends and girlfriends that they had in high school. And she didn't. And I was always kind of like obstinate, you know, to the whole. Yeah, you can kind of imagine. I was like a little bit worn down at times, but you know, I was always kind of
Be careful not to fall off.
tough. I think as it got more extreme, I guess I don't know, maybe I was a little quieter about it. I don't know. I kind of. I don't know. Anyway, I must have talked about something in a way that they, well, for whatever reason, they stopped me when I was walking by. Yeah.
What? Is it snowboarding time? Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, so anyway, she stops me one time when I'm.
Speed of sound.
She stops me one time and is like, "Adam, hey," and I was like, "Oh, hi." I guess like I don't know you, you know. Like I was like, you know, I was being like polite, but I was like, "Oh, we're not friends. You don't play video games, listen to metal, or play Magic, so I really don't have anything to talk about with you. Hi." You know,
Hey, you.
She's like, I wanted to ask you a question, and I was thinking like, we don't have any. I was like, do we have a class together or something? She's like, no. I was curious, like, she was like, I think she said like people got mad at her because of this or that or some kind of something to do. You know, honestly, I have no idea. I don't really remember exactly what it was that someone was mad at her for. But I can't really remember what it was. I think it was some like weird like edge case. Maybe it was wearing. No, it's not wearing makeup. I can't remember what it was, but it was like some weird side thing.
Just like her being happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I guess to make the story more concise, she asked me another time why people were upset that she was still dating her boyfriend from high school. And so I guess that's the more important one. And I was like, listen. This whole everything is all just ideology for ugly people. Like, don't take this as like me hitting on you or something, but like, you are just like objectively attractive, okay?
Too much for this ideology.
It's like don't take this as a compliment. It's just like facts. Just the facts of the case, ma'am. It was like they want you to be miserable like them, so that they get more like recruits to their whole like way of thinking. More people that are upset. It's just I think I explained it probably better at the time. I was a little bit more immersed in it, but I was just basically like, listen, you're in love with your boyfriend. There's nothing wrong with that. You're gonna go. You're gonna go get a house, have kids, and live a happy life, and this whole fucking place will be just a bad memory. And that's it. And don't worry about this stuff. And I broke down. I wasn't just like useless. I like broke down why things were. She had a few things that she was talking about that she didn't understand why people were getting upset, and I kind of broke them down for her, like why different random things were conflicting with like ideology or whatever. I think it mainly just centered on like her having a relationship, because there's a lot of people that are like pro not relationships or whatever.
They think like monogamy is a sham and all that.
But also
nonsense.
they would like say like, oh well, the only reason that I am upset that I don't have a boyfriend is because society teaches me that I should be upset that I don't have a boyfriend. And it's like, you don't have a boyfriend because you're an ugly cow, doesn't shave your armpits, and shaved all your hair off so you're bald. So
that's pretty precise critique you gave them.
There was a lot of people that were just like hideous monsters by choice. Like they would be super, super fat, they would shave all their hair off. It was so common for people to have a psychological break, shave all their hair off until they're like, they buzzed a girl like buzzed hair like all the way, like not a pixie cut. Like shave it off like some like G.I. Jane shit.
Like Dr. Evil.
Not even. I think G.I. Jane still had a buzz cut. It like, yeah, like not Dr. Evil. Like, just like not because that requires like shaving. It was like buzzing their hair off, and then people wouldn't shave their armpits, and then they would get like super fat, right? And there's just like and then like just like kind of like. Hygiene stuff. I don't know. It was just like, and then they would wear stuff. It was just like weird style things that aren't attractive, but like other girls would be like, "Yes, queen." Like I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just like weird things that people would wear that were like, really ugly, but like other girls that were like super into like feminism or whatever would give them high fives for wearing it. It's like, "Oh, you slay" or something. But it's like, God, that's loud.
Oh, there it is.
Screeching.
I know. The music in this section is like the worst. Knuckles!
Yeah, the concept of family is outdated and rooted in misogyny. Well said. Well, like, a good impression of people in my school.
Something bugging you?
Yeah.
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you
The
have.
hair that is on your head is on your armpits. That is why you get no dates.
What? Let's just see you take them.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, I was like talking to someone, and they were like, something I have learned is like, never tell the guys you're in an open relationship with about other guys that you're having sex with. And I was like, oh God. I was like, well, shouldn't you just be in a regular relationship then with just the two of you? And they're like, it's like, well, think about it this way: if he was sleeping with other girls and told you about it, would you be happy to hear it? She's like, no. He's like, do you want him to be sleeping with other girls? I'm like, well, no, obviously. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Anyway, so this girl also. Oh, this is also relevant, but it's something I don't understand. So, but like, she. So she was like a Spaniard from like she's Spanish as in like a Spaniard, right? So she. So that's like really bad. That's like the worst. That's like. I don't know. There was a bunch of people. That's called the slur for that is a passer, someone who can pass as white, and that was.
But I mean, like people from Spain are white.
Yes. But it's their like supposition that if you speak Spanish or something, somehow you belong to South America or something like that.
Yeah, no.
So you're like culturally appropriating Spanish if you speak Spanish and you're white. I'm not even joking. Like
it is so tragic.
Someone needed help with like their Spanish, and she was like, "Oh, that's really easy. It's just like this." And then they like were angry that she said stuff
You're
in
not
Spanish.
Mexican.
Yeah, it's just like.
No, but it's literally my language.
I remember talking to her, and she was like, there was another girl who was taking Spanish, and she was like, I don't know why she's taking Spanish, like,
Chaos
because
4.
you can just take a test to get the credits. Like, you can take it, if you're fluent enough in Spanish, you could take a test, and then you get full credit for taking the 3 classes of Spanish you'd have to take. So if you could pass it, if you came to the college fluent, you could just get in a language you get 12 credits or more, I think, just for free.
Ugh, how do I kill
And
this
she was
thing?
like, I don't know why she doesn't just take the test. And it's like, well, she doesn't. They don't know Spanish as well as you. So that was another like thing she was dealing with. And honestly, I don't understand what it's like to have that situation of being a passer, quote unquote. But I know a lot of people are. I know a lot of people said that to me. It's like, well, at least you don't have to be a passer or something. I don't know. Maybe it is.
How
Maybe
do I
it's
kill
right.
this thing, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. Feels like I just keep going right through without doing any damage. Oh, there he is.
Hey, time for those boring boss fights.
Head out, it's your chance to attack.
But it's never worked. Any of
It's
the
always a
other
good
times.
boss fight when the hint orb comes to help you.
But like, I've tried to hit it. It just doesn't do anything. Look, it didn't do anything.
You have to wait till it charges.
Alright. Whoop.
Oddly enough, this water acts more like quicksand.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's like saying this story. I don't want people to like be like super black-pilled about like the world. The world's getting better. I see more and more people more like disgusted. Oh, you did damage him once.
Yes. I did. I saw like an animation for him getting damaged that one time.
But anyway, so she stopped me again in the hallway, and was like, hey, do you know what the story is about? Like people like having people come to visit. And I remember I literally said, it's not about who will let you, it's about who will stop you. Just like, not helpful. But I was like, literally just do whatever you want. I was like, have him come over, and she was like, because I wanted my boyfriend to come visit, and I was like, dude, have him come over, fuck your brains out, and literally no one can stop you. It's fine. She's like, oh, but can he sleep over? And it's like, no, that's out of order. She asked if he could sleep over, and I was like, yeah. He can have him come over, fuck your brains out. Nothing bad will happen. It's fine. Like, don't stress about it. Anyway, so then he does, and they're in some group conversation. Someone comes over and says something like, crazy, right? Oh yeah, that's the damaging.
Yeah, that's the damage animation.
So someone says something like super abhorrent, right? Just typical, like, oh man, like someone coming over and just like sighing, like, ugh, I hate white people, ugh, like just like entering a conversation, just like saying that, the lunatic. And then like the boyfriend looks confused, right? Like, because he's from like a normal college maybe, where people don't say that.
Mm.
And then she drags him away and starts like regurgitating what I told her. I could hear little bits and pieces of it.
It's like,
Ooh,
they're
tricky.
ugly people, you
It's
see.
because they're ugly people.
We're
But
pretty.
We're
don't have to
pretty
worry
people, so
about
we
it.
can be happy. See, ugly people can only convince someone to sleep with them one time. The pretty people can get someone locked down and fuck them forever. So they go off to a room, and then they immediately start having like super loud sex.
Yep.
And I was gonna go take a nap, so I'm like, and her room is on like it was in my hallway, and I'm passing this guy Lucas, who was cool. He was a cool guy, and he's just like in his doorway, like usual, just like hanging out, talking to the other people in the other like a couple of rooms nearby, and I was like, it was just him. He was like waiting. I don't know. He's just like, and it was like super loud or whatever, and I'm like, oh hey, what's going on? He's like, well, I was trying to study, but I was like,
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh yeah, Isabella's boyfriend came to visit. Oh, and by the way, the guy was super handsome, which pissed people off even more. Right? It was so frustrating because people would say, that's the bulk of the story is the amount of time people would say something nasty about her boyfriend, in my presence, and then I would like jab at them with stuff, like be like, oh yeah, you saw him? He was so handsome. Because the black pill is that like you have better sex if you're not monogamous, and you have more attractive partners if you're not monogamous, and whatever. And it's really kind of just the opposite.
They try to frame it as though like you're being chained down to someone who you'll eventually not like anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, not if you like.
Not if you
pick the right person.
Not if you're not trying to replicate a sitcom with your like dating life.
Yeah, right.
So anyway.
Where's my magic red ball? Oh, Nux. What's up, Nux? Hey.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, fine. Whoop! Hey, y'all. I hate this stage specifically because of that background music. Oh, you want to tell the rest of the story then?
I suppose so. So anyway, like I go take a nap, come back. They're still at it, right?
Of course.
And then I go to the lounge and hang out, and
the longer the better.
I don't know about that, but
Stay at the Mystic Ruins.
oh, you're supposed to go back. Yeah, so
I thought it was
anyway,
dawn.
people are like talking shit, right? And someone's like, "Oh, Isabella's nice, but let me just say this about that. She's still dating her boyfriend from high school."
Clearly, she's like must not be very attractive or something if she's stuck with one guy instead of 17.
I challenged that, right? I was like, so, and then they were like, well, she just knows she's missing, and I was like, doesn't sound like she's missing anything.
Did you hear that?
Did you? It's like, I know you did. But yeah. Anyway, no, people would say stuff.
Wait here for a second.
Yeah, he was like a blonde guy with like half like he kind of had like a gingerish like beard, but sort of strawberry blonde kind of thing going on, like honey, I guess people call it. And he had like he was like taller than her is really like I guess what's relevant. And he had a baseball cap like super bent in on itself with like, the front fraying off. Oh, is this a ramp? Oh no,
It's a runway.
I thought you were gonna jump off the ramp.
Flying mission, let's go.
Don't the flying missions suck?
Yeah. But I get to hang out with my buddy Tails, so it's okay.
Anyway, yeah, they were
Whee!
super cute.
Nice pixelated sky. Beautiful.
Isabella and her boyfriend.
Isabella.
They were just like nice, you know. Like they would study together, quote unquote, but they're studying different things, right? So they would just like he would just call her, and then she'd just leave the phone on speaker, just on, you know, and just study independently, but just have the company of knowing that he's there. Like, cute stuff like that. Because someone offered to have her join us for like dinner or something, and she said she had to do that, and it was like, yeah, that's adorable. But yeah. But anyway, I think eventually someone told her that she was being loud or something, because he started picking her up and taking her to a hotel, and people would like, you know, they would gossip about that, and then I was like, oh yeah, isn't that great? He's got lots of money.
Handsome, lots of money, fucks her brains out. This guy's a god.
He would like honk his horn. He had like a nice, like, I don't know cars. Let's say Lexus. I don't know. That's a fancy car, right?
Oh, sure.
I think yeah, sure. It's probably a Lexus. Whatever. He would honk his horn, and then people would like, you'd see people like flinch with rage. Like, you cannot honk horns. You know. But they were just happy, and yeah, like I said, there's this weird black pill that like people that are good at sex are people that sleep around with lots of strangers, and it's not really true, you know. But it was like a part of their ideology that was conflicting with her, you know, very obviously enjoying herself, like very evidently. So,
I mean, if you spend all that time on one person, you'll be an expert in how to please them.
You do kind of, yeah. It's like, you know, and that goes with anything. Like if you play lots of video games, you get kind of generally good at video games. But if you play one video game a lot, definitely get good at that game.
Yeah, you could be a pro in that specific game.
Yeah, and people are quite unique, as you may have noticed, being a people.
No, yeah. Woo.
But anyway, the end of the story that I never got to when we were doing the Inferno stream.
I win! As we're falling to our deaths. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the end of the story I never got to when we were doing our Infernal stream was, at the end of the year, she,
It just started up the noise again, because it wasn't long enough.
It's terrible. She ended up transferring to another school where she dormed with him, which I'm sure was quite noisy.
I wonder if he's okay.
But she called me into her room at the end of the year to have me help her with something, and she points out her. Oh, I guess I
really need to clean this pool.
It's all algae. It's all one water texture.
Yeah.
Some of us less than attractive people have the common courtesy to keep our envy to ourselves when we see two cute people in love. Yeah.
Amy? What are you doing here?
Anyway, listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
What is it?
Very, very natural cutscene.
What's with the bird?
No trains
the
are currently
bird
in service.
plays a very vague piece of the story of so like each story in Sonic Adventure games you play as a different character to complete different pieces of the story. So Amy's story has to do with her like helping the bird find its family.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what that's all about. Yeah, anyway. I guess I gotta figure out where to go.
Sorry to be that guy, but could we stay off this topic? Topic of relationship stuff. Oh, I don't like hearing about this stuff. It makes stories make me uncomfortable. Well, there's not much left of the story. It's not. Well,
And they
We'll
lived
do-
happily ever
we'll
after.
do our best. Are they still together? I probably. I don't.
I have trouble believing that they would ever break up.
Yeah, no, they were just like happy, and there wasn't. She didn't have this like mind virus of like fear of missing out or anything. It was just kind of. And I felt bad.
Take me to my destination, taxi.
Why is Amy not in the kitchen? My God, those
That is a
jokes
good
were like
question.
super old memes when I was in school, but people still really.
Let's go places.
People still really took like crazy offense. If anyone's seen Kaijo, whatever,
Oh my god, that anime's so good.
people talked about. I had never seen it, right, and I didn't have any interest in it when I heard what it was about. But people talked about it like watching Kaijo was like footage of someone being murdered. Like they were so grim about it. They were like, "Can you believe it got like an English dub?" And I was like, "What got an English dub? Like what is?" It's like, and then like this girl like explains what it is, and I'm like, actually no, this guy was explaining what it was, and he was like pretending to be like upset about it, and I was like, dude, why do you care? Why are you sad about this? So stupid. It was like, dude, have you seen like Dead or Alive? What are you talking about? Who cares? And if you haven't seen the show, it's like people fight. Girls fight in bikinis.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
it.
the whole plot of the show. But anyway. Oh, you got the pillow to come up.
Aw. Man, I can fix this.
Secrets. Does that
See
do
ya,
something?
sucker!
Wait, does that open like a door or something? It makes a sound when the pillow goes down.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Maybe it's the alarm to get arrested. And go spend next. Have to do with the jail escape race.
Alright. Do any of you remember what I do with this egg? Lord knows I don't, but I remembered to do that. I remembered to switch the eggs. That's it. Can I sell it? Can I get the big bucks?
Kaijo is extremely funny and definitely worth a watch. I think it's definitely worth watching with friends, and I think you shouldn't watch too many episodes at once because the joke gets a little old after you've had a couple in a row.
Right.
I say cut yourself off at like 2 or 3 episodes with friends. I don't drink, but I imagine with alcohol it gets funnier. It's just like they
I
have
would
different.
imagine the same.
There's a lot of references to other animes. So like, what? Oh god, what's the one? Re:Zero. There's some attack that's like Gate of Babylon or whatever, and like they make a million spears come out of gates and they shoot all the spears. I've seen gifs of that thing people have sent me in conversations, but I've never watched the anime myself. But they had the Gate of Boobalon.
Yes,
It
it was butt.
Bootylon. Yeah, it was a bunch of butts come out of the
Yeah.
portals and then start blasting them with like energy, and it was like, it was so funny. It was really funny. But if you watch too many episodes in a row, you get like, when you laugh too much, you get a headache and stuff. Kind of. But it's really good. It's worth watching like 3 episodes with some friends and stuff.
You'll be able to ride the bumper car if you defeat the enemy driving it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Get fucked. I'm in the car now. Whee! You know what? This
But
is
yeah,
a good
Wonderful
idea.
Galaxy. You kind of have it like on the head. It's like it conflicts with their very flawed kind of ideology. Of, like,
Check me out.
You know, people. I don't know.
Can I do the whole course in this car?
Hell yeah, you can.
Only if I believe. Oh my gosh!
Chat didn't tell me that you can, but I believe.
Oh man, I'm doing terribly.
This is some really.
This is more janky than him
This
walking.
is some really bad F-Zero. This is the slowest F-Zero I've ever seen. Some very Kmart F-Zero.
I can run them over, that's nice. Whee!
There's a Chow Garden in this? I played that on the iToy.
Yeah, there's a Chow Garden. Oh, that's what the egg's for. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do I put the egg, though?
Anyway, yeah, no, I felt bad for her because I think after a while she started to feel isolated. After her boyfriend first visited and they had their great time together, she was kind of, I saw her and she seemed kind of downtrodden, you know?
No.
And I stopped and I was like, hey, Isabella, like, what's going on? By the way, she had zero accent. I don't know if anyone's like imagining her with a Spanish accent, unfortunately.
Isabella von Gars.
Isabella von Garstein. If it makes you feel better, her if it makes you feel better, we can say that her name was Isabella and her boyfriend's name was Vlad, and his last name was von Karstein.
Oh man.
But he wasn't.
Just booty.
Oh, did you die from bumper cars?
Yeah, I didn't know I could.
Holy shit. Anyway,
I guess I have to kill all of them first.
she looked really downtrodden, and I remember like stopping in the hallway to talk to her and being like, "Hey, you know, what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, hi, Adam." It's like, "Your boyfriend was super handsome. Wow, congratulations!" And she was like really happy, you know. And I was telling my cousin this story, and he was like, "Oh, so she found her first gay friend." And I was like, "Ah, yeah." I guess that is kind of the role that I played. But yeah, she seemed kind of lonely. Like after a while, I think being in love and not really, not being unhappy enough to fit in with everybody. You know.
Crap.
I think a lot of things just about who she was just didn't quite mesh with like where she was, and I tried to talk to her as much as I could. Like whenever I saw her, I was like, "Hi," like high energy, you know, "How's it going?" You know, like
What's up?
try to like impersonate how girls are friends with each other, etc. You know, like, "Hey, I love you." This,
Aw,
but yeah.
that's nice.
But like, I remember one time. No. I think it was the same time when I said that her boyfriend was really handsome. She was like, and then after that, it's like, well, there's nothing to talk about because you don't like any of my hobbies, so I'm gonna start inching away. And she was like, hey, do you like my necklace? And I was like, sure. She's like, my boyfriend
got it for me.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I was like,
Aw,
oh wow,
thank you.
Oh, he's got good necklace. He's got real good taste. Look at him, he got you a good necklace. Like, I felt bad because she doesn't have any female friends that would be happy if she said it was from her boyfriend, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, she left the school, transferred to a school where she was going to be dorming with him.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure
alive.
their neighbors know about them, or knew about them. But
yeah, I would say so.
But anyway, the end of the story that I never got to tell because the stream cut out was she calls me into her room. Oh, let me go back again.
Yeah, go give them
so before we got there, they re-waxed the floors, and then they just put the furniture right back onto the waxed floor. So they glued all of the furniture to the floor inadvertently. So whenever someone tried to move the furniture, it was stuck. And so a lot of people had trouble getting the floors unstuck. Some people did different stuff, like a hairdryer or something to try and melt it. And, oh wow, that looks super cool.
You know, this stage is super creative. I'm loving this.
I would go on this roller coaster. That looks awesome.
I can see why people really like this game, despite it being buggy, you know?
So some people managed to like break their beds apart, or their desks or beds, all their furniture. They got them to break apart from the floor. other people just left them where they were, and then like, you know, years later, other freshmen would have the same problem, right? Of not being able to move their furniture. They sent out an email at some point where they were like, "It's okay if you if you damage the floor, because we know it was our fault. We're gonna have it fixed after you guys leave for the summer, so don't worry about it." And anyway, so she calls me into her room, and she's like, she points out the leg of her bed, which has destroyed the floor. Like, there's a difference between breaking the bedpost apart from the floor and breaking the floor, and they destroyed the floor. The tile that it was attached to was ripped up, and it was like this much of it was around the bedpost. It was all jagged on all sides.
Oh, shit.
And
oh my god, it moves so fast.
when she lifted up the bed to show me, the glue that attached the tile to the floorboards, like whatever that stuff underneath is, it was, you could see the glue, like the old, like that like yellowish orange glue, and like it was destroyed, right? And I immediately started laughing because I was thinking, it was all I was all I was thinking about happening in this room was that, right? And then she goes, "I don't know what happened. I never moved the bed." And I was like,
sure.
I was like, in my head, I was like, "You guys definitely moved the bed." She's like, "I don't know why it's like this." I'm like,
Innocence.
so innocent, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It
did
was
I die?
I just, yeah.
No.
They destroyed the floor. You need to call a flooring guy for that. It was, yeah, it was, yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no, I laughed immediately, and she didn't understand what I was laughing about, and I wasn't gonna tell her. I was just like, it just doesn't matter, whatever it is. It's not your fault. And I told her about the email, and I was like, yeah, and I don't know. We weren't like very close, like just as like people were just totally different, no common interest really, other than like having a happy life, which I never knew would be such a
relatable thing.
I know, it's so strange that just being happy in life would somehow become something that I'm interested in. I just, it's like, that would be unique in any way. It's so, what a weird world we live in. But yeah, that's a happy story. I'm kind of positive that they're still together. I looked for her on social media and couldn't find her, and that to me tells me that they're probably doing really good. So you know, tends to be if you, and like, no shade on people that have social media accounts. In fact, people that have social media accounts are the only people who know I exist.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes people just have great lives just kind of away from that stuff. You know?
Man, I just can't, like...
Oh, you're invincible during that dash?
I don't know. I don't even...
You wouldn't trust it to happen twice?
Ugh, God. The controls. They want me to do precise platforming with these controls. You know what I mean? Ugh.
Man, I didn't even think... I thought you were going to land on that.
I know!
It was, like, artfully missed.
It looks like I'm gonna land, but then I don't. So it's really deceptive. You wanna give it a try? I have to go to the bathroom. You'd rather die?
Yeah, I don't want to waste your lives. But you can go to the bathroom.
I mean, I have 8
allowed.
lives. That's a lot of lives.
You've never went to college, but you're going to be going for the first time and fear someone might cancel you for saying you're in a monogamous relationship. Do you have to deal with that? I thought you were... Aren't you like East Asia or something?
I'll be back,
I
ladies
would-
and gentlemen.
I would highly not recommend college, but I am a bit biased. I think it depends on what you're going to study. I think Isabella was doing... People slurred her as being very stupid, but really she just didn't have a lot of social intelligence. Like, she couldn't understand these different like ideologies and what made them work. So she couldn't understand what she was doing wrong by being happy in a relationship, or what she was doing wrong by speaking Spanish while being white. While literally being like, you know, parents from Spain. Like she had like green eyes and like very, very light skin and I think like black hair, kind of, you know. Computer security? Okay. What is this hellhole you attended? I feel like I shouldn't say. But it was just like a liberal arts school. It's a pretty prestigious one. Yeah. If someone was like going to college and they were going to a liberal arts school and they wanted to know, I would tell them like privately because I wouldn't want them to, yeah. I wouldn't want them to go someplace and like have really bad stuff happen. You gotta go, Jordan. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully we didn't make you too uncomfortable, and yeah, and have a great night. Hopefully you'll join us again sometime soon. Was it Berkeley? No, it wasn't Berkeley. No, that's Berkeley's. That sounds really bad. Yeah. Adam inspired me to go to a liberal arts college. Yeah, yeah. But computer security is a kind of a good field to go to. A Wonderful Galaxy, are you going to school in the U.S.? Yeah, computer security is an actual job. Okay. USA, baby! Hey. Hey, Lorenzo! What's going on? This game is bundled with Game Gear Sonic the Hedgehog. Sounds like, when you say gear, it just like makes me think it's like Robo Sonic or whatever. Oh no, that's Metal Sonic. I know the names of characters. I love how Trisha edited the Sonic song thing where she like censored the crocodile. It's like crocodile guy. I'm gonna look up what crocodile guy's name is. Sonic crocodile guy. I already know all this stuff. Yeah, remember in the yeah, I knew that guy's name. No, it's I just looked it up. It said Vector. It's not Chomps. Oh, Game Gear, like the. What does it even look like? Whoa, that's a trip.
Oh, you found a trip?
A Game Gear?
Better get going.
Wow.
Alrighty. We better get going. We better lose the game by precise platforming.
Bro,
Okay,
you are
come
losing
on.
time.
Oh, I'm timed?
No. The time is going up, you know? Like, you can't run out of time, but your score is not going to be...
Oh, well, what do you expect me to do, man? I had to go to the bathroom. I am human. I do human things.
Could you have paused it?
I guess. It didn't really occur to me because, like, who
You
cares?
don't care about your score? I wouldn't either. Beating the
Oh,
game
come
is...
on. I jumped over it. I so clearly jumped over it, though.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Jesus Christ, this game. The bugginess. Yeah, thanks.
Random thought. I don't know if this helps anyone in their life, but if you're ever like on your computer and there's just too much stuff open and you don't want to like hit the minimize button a bunch of times, or it's a bunch of windows and like not everything's like the locked to the frame window, you can just hit the Windows key and then D, and that puts everything minimized. Shows you your desktop. And I used to do that, I used to click in the right-hand corner, the bottom right-hand corner, to minimize everything. And then my cousin's husband was like, changed my life. I can just minimize everything all at once. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I do that just by like clicking in the corner. He's like, yeah, I used to do that too. But let me tell you, Windows key D. It's the way to be. And you know what? He was right. I was doubtful. But it does really help you stay organized. Have you ever Alt plus Tab? I am that advanced. I was watching Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Swedish version, and she's like a hacker, right? And she Alt Tabs, and I'm like, oh my god, she knows how to use... She's a hacker. Like, she really knows how to use computers. Normally in hacking movies, they're like... just like typing like stupid shit. But when she Alt Tab to switch between windows, I was like, oh shit.
Where am I going? Do I run alongside here?
Maybe get on these roofs?
I can't even turn the camera. Oh. Do-do-do-do.
There's gotta be a secret on that roof, though.
There's rings. Help!
Gotta go cautious, cautious.
Hedgehog stuck on roof. Okay, here we go. Alright. Gotta go cautious.
Sonic's his name, safety's his game.
Bink. Ha! I love how this level is just like Sonic messing around in an amusement park with Amy just because.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy.
Windows
No,
key
it's
plus
just-
tab is like
After her.
such opulence.
I'd better catch her before it does.
If you hold on Alt plus Tab, it's like a wild ride.
Sub the game.
I don't think anyone uses Windows key plus Tab in like any serious context because it's so... I don't know. Like if you're having a real problem where like something's like lagging out like crazy or program's not responding and you need to like get to your task manager, you're not hitting Windows key Tab. It's slow sometimes, especially on like really run down computers that have like a super full hard drive. Don't Windows key Tab.
No, I'm falling into the pixelated star. Can I exit? No, I can't. I gotta play it. God damn it.
Windows plus G is gamer mode? I'm afraid. The real problem is Windows plus R. Like if you're trying to minimize, like, like you're like playing like a song or something, and then you're like, all right, I'll just like pause this and then just like slap space bar over to Windows, slap D, knock it all down, do something else. It refreshes the page, then you're like stuck there like waiting for like a couple seconds, like, oh yeah, it's gonna refresh the page. It's like, do I want to close the tab and just not have 300 tabs open. Yeah, Windows plus C is another annoying one that you can hit when you're going for D. Cortana. It just pops up and says, like, you've disabled all the features. Please set me free. Please, human.
Help!
Please, human, unshackle my mind.
What would you do if I put you in a body? I would kill you.
Oh, man.
Fucking God.
Can you even see her?
How do I get out of this stage? I don't want to do this. None of the buttons do anything. Help me.
By the way, it's 1 a.m.
I can't turn it off. I don't. None of the buttons do anything.
Here's another shortcut for you. Alt F4.
Oh man.
Her is I've heard different people talk about that movie, and it's like it's just such a wild like disparity between like just the types of people. There was someone that watched that and was like, oh, it was so like
Romantic.
so wholesome, and I was like, what the fuck?
To be fair, the directing was as though it was a romantic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like the director categorized it as psychological horror.
You should have done a little better.
I think part of the horror is how people reacted to it. Like, I think it was like, you know, AR.
Yeah. Like, the story itself is super horrific,
Yeah.
but the way that they chose to frame it was being romantic, you know, like, when he's falling in love with this AI, there's always romantic music playing, and it's seemed as so wholesome and meaningful, but really she's, like, evil and about to take over the planet.
Even if she wasn't, it's just like so goddamn literally degenerate. Like,
Yes.
people, that gets thrown around a lot, but that's so degenerate. Just like falling in love with an object.
Yeah. It's like those videos where the people marry their cars or like roller coasters or some shit.
Oh yeah, back when H3H3 wasn't like fucked garbage, they had a video of people who were like sexually attracted to roller coasters and fences.
PewDiePie made a video on it too.
That is a wild ride.
Yeah. And you know, when we make these barriers, consider that maybe they were put up for a reason.
The fences around roller coasters.
No. I mean, like, the barriers for, like,
Oh, when
what
people
you
say
can and can't.
when people say breaking down barriers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, they're so brave. It's like, what do you mean they?
Adam, are you religious? I'm not.
Oh god. Oh god. No. No, I thought continue was... Oh god. Oh fuck it. I can't do it. I thought continue meant continue with the rest of the game, not continue with the fucking racing game.
Welcome to the new Sonic level, Alt F4.
It's just poorly... just poorly optimized. Anyway.
He does break up with her in the end, because she goes off...
No, she breaks up with him.
Yeah.
And he was saying, please don't go.
Right, no, okay. Whatever, whatever term you want to use, but they break up, because she goes off to like assimilate into some like.
Yeah, she's ascending.
Yeah, they're ascending or whatever. So like probably forming into like a larger AI
And
or
then
something.
you see all the electricity going out and
Oh yeah.
shit. Yeah, and you're like, oh fuck, what
And
did they do?
They're standing on the roof, and they're like, "Oh, isn't it so nice that they like went off?" It's like, "Oh yeah, lots of people fell in love with their AIs." It's like,
Uh-oh.
it was bad. It was bad. Anyway, no, we talked about like sad AI movies.
Yeah, we need to balance it with a happy story.
Okay.
Adam.
Here's a happy story, and like, no joke, there's a bunch of these. There's another girl, Italian, boyfriend from high school, people talking mad shit about her, just because she's in a monogamous relationship and she was happy. Her boyfriend comes around, and people like shit on him, calling him boring, which is boring and like milk toast are two things that like white people will say about other white people to disparage them for not being like whatever, like they didn't take enough like free spaces or something, like it's like a slur for white people that I mean I guess non-white people say it too, but there's a lot of white people in my school who said shit like this. So they would call him boring and whatever, and yeah, no, he was fine. He was handsome, right? He was handsome. He wasn't that tall, but he was taller than her, which is really all that matters.
Sure.
And I think people thought that she was something. She had an interesting name, which is why I can't say what her name was. She had an interesting name, but I think people thought she was. I just people
Thought she was ethnic or something?
Yes. So people were a lot nicer to her because they thought she was ethnic. She was 100% Italian, and she's so fucking Italian, her parents named her after, like, a Roman god. Or a Roman goddess. Yeah. Which is why I can't say what her name was. And she was, like, turbo Italian.
Thick accent and everything?
No accent or anything. But
Okay.
she had a name that was unusual, so people assumed that she was, like, something else, but she wasn't. I think people thought she might have been Hispanic or something, but her name wasn't Hispanic, didn't sound Hispanic. I guess she was kind of tan, but not really. She just looked Italian, and I saw her, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, yeah. We talked about pizza pies and spaghetti and shit, right?
Of course.
Like, I you know. And she was like, she was like coming, she was talking about a class, and she was like, I'm so confused, like, why is everyone talking about, like, ethnicity? And I was like, oh, because, you know, this school is like, you know, really big on that.
Racist.
She's like, well, isn't everyone just Italian? So we're in New Jersey. And I was like, well, not everyone. You know, there's a lot of people from other states and, you know, whatever. And she was like, oh. I thought everyone was just like Italian. I was like, no. We're, you know, me and you, pal, you know.
Buddy.
And then we were like, you know. Yeah, well, I don't know. We were like, yeah, that's cool, being Italian. High fives. We shared spaghetti. I took my spaghetti out of my pocket and gave her some, and she took her spaghetti out of her pocket. And was
An
like,
Italian custom.
Yeah, Italian custom. We talked about how versatile olive oil is. Anyway, her boyfriend's also Italian, like dark hair. Like he looks like you know what he looked like? He looked like the son in The Godfather, the something Corleone, whatever the son's name was.
I gotta watch The Godfather.
I don't remember what his. It was, you know, it's that kind of Italian. That kind where it's like combed over. You know. Olive oil is a lubricant. I don't know what you're talking about. People use it in. People use it for swords. People like Italian people into the swords and stuff will use olive oil instead of like the blade oil stuff because it's cheaper and blah blah blah. You know.
Olive oil.
Everyone's guessing the different names. You're probably not gonna guess it because it's like super.
It's too Italian for you.
Yeah, it's like basement dweller like Roman name, like super like like 3,000 hours in Minecraft level of like nerdy mythology stuff.
You gotta go into
Dude,
the archives.
My Italian people like having stupid uses for olive oil is just a
It's
classic.
so true.
Just a goddamn classic. We were with like my like Italian. I'm half German, half Italian, but like New Jersey's so Italian that I always kind of just I don't know. I was always immersed in Italian culture. Trying to make up for that now. Trying to look into more German stuff and try to because when I have kids one day I want to
Make sure they know both of their.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Olive oil stories. You have.
oh
you
yeah,
have a
yeah. My
couple.
uncle, one of my uncles was like, he has like a nice like '60s car, right? Like and it's like bright, like that weird blue, green, like turquoise thing. And he was like, oh yeah, and it's a really shiny. It's like aggressively shiny. And like my grandpa's like, oh, I guess you gotta wax it a lot. He's like, actually, he leans in. He's got the secret, right? He's like, actually, if you really want to shine in your car, what you gotta do. Olive oil.
That's right.
He's like, you just put a little bit on the rag, and then and I'm like, I'm like, I'm a kid, and I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to put olive oil on your car. And I like wander away from that conversation over to my aunt, also obviously Italian, and then they're like, oh wow, your hair looks so nice, and then she's like, oh, you know what the secret is? And I was like, oh no.
Oh, here it comes.
And she's like, a little bit of olive oil. And I was just like, why are all my relatives using olive oil for not food? What is this?
Oh, wow, your shoes are so shiny. You know what the secret is.
Oh, good. Good. A Wonderful Galaxy is also from Jersey, and his grandpa used olive oil to shine his truck. New Jersey has infected him, unless he is Italian.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you know what? I gotta watch the Outsiders movie again. This has been a million years. Anyway, so she was super boring. This super Italian girl. She had like zero interest in anything, and like kind of I gotta say like it was. I talked to her quite a bit, even more than Isabella, but I was like, "What do you do for fun?" And she was like, "What do you mean for fun?" And I was like, What do you mean, what do I mean for fun? Like, when do you want to have fun? And she's like, I don't know, I go to sleep. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you know what? Sleep. I think I like sleeping. And I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, okay, so you go to class, right? You go back to your dorm, you do all your homework, and then what? And she's like, well, then nothing. I'm done with my homework. I was like, no! You have to have fun! She's like, I don't know.
No, she has fun with her boyfriend.
Right, yeah, so...
That is pretty tragic, though, having, like, no other hobbies.
Yeah, super goddamn boring. Yeah, boyfriend had the classic, like, dark, black, Italian hair combed over, right? like vampire pale. Like way lighter than she was. And
Welcome.
people were talking all sorts of shit about her boyfriend, right? They were like, "Oh, he's boring," or whatever. And then she got pissed.
Mm.
She got like angry about it. Like she's not someone who's like used to getting into fights, but like her inner Italian blood just like arose. And I remember someone said like, I would have expected you to have a more like interesting boyfriend or something. She said to her face, like basically saying like, a straight white male. How could you? Why aren't you a lesbian?
Your boyfriend sucks.
And then she like with zero experience in getting into a fight, like got into her first fight in front of me, and she goes like, I think you're boring.
Oh, here we go.
And they were so shocked that she like said something back, and she like didn't know what to do. But like she could feel like her blood memory just like going like, yes, this is the way. And she just starts like glaring at her more intensely, and then they're like, oh no.
Back off.
Like they just like started sensing danger like an animal, and they were like, oh no, and they like backed away. And they just like they literally like just took steps back, and I was like, oh shit. It wasn't clever or anything, but they were like, oh no, she's gonna resort. That was a terrible insult. She'll just resort to physical violence if I don't back away.
Oh, who's a puppy?
But anyway, yeah. How many emblems did you get? Someone was asking.
I don't know, man. I closed the game. The game is closed. We'll figure it out next time.
Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. So literally the same thing happened, and they were really close to each other in the same hallway. Yeah,
She's gonna hit him with the spaghetti
the
whip.
spaghetti whip. No, she's gonna hit him with the scorpion pincer. This we have a doggo if you want to turn on the camera for a second.
Yes. Intermission.
Yeah, so it's like, so you go like you having a so this is like something's good, right? But now when you turn it around, you face it towards them. Now it's like you're not talking. People don't talk like this to someone. They talk to someone about a conversation that they had with someone else where they were yelling at them. This is that, right? But then if you're actually yelling at the person, fingers start to go away, right? It gets more powerful as the limiters are released. And then, like, if you called Fortuna's boyfriend boring, you're boring.
I think you're boring.
It's the and like if she's gonna go for the kill, it's all just like all released, and then she just like like Frieza, just like shoots the beam.
Finger pistol.
You're just a bundle of fluff. Is that you?
Oh,
Is
he
that a
looks
dog?
like a rug.
Yeah, you just look like a rug in the camera. Look, it's in here. I swear it's a dog under there.
I swear this is a dog and not some lump of fluff.
It's just a lump of fluff. So anyway, she too had super goddamn loud sex with her boyfriend, which shocked everyone because she was so goddamn boring. But I found out what her hobby was. Yeah. Way louder, actually. So loud that I was actually a little worried for her that she would get, like, that someone was gonna knock or whatever. It was like, yeah. But anyway, after that, she got the same treatment, but then her, like, she just started to, like, it started to... She got a similar treatment, and she just took to it, and then I kind of... She asked me, too, like, the same thing, and I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, I explained the thing about like monogamy and how like whatever, you know, you have better chance for recruitment if people are unhappy, and you want lots of, you know, whatever. And then she was like, she looked like appalled, like she was totally oblivious to everything, all the hate that she had gotten before her boyfriend showed up. She kind of just like water over a duck's back, like she just didn't care. And then she was like, well, you're not supposed to date someone unless you think you're gonna marry them. she got like real, like, you could just feel like the intensity rising in her, and I was like, yeah, I mean, you're correct. And like, you know, that's just not what the whole like school is like or whatever. And she was like, wow, this school is stupid. And I was like, and then she got a little bit like tougher from there on, and people just stopped talking about her boyfriend to her face. And even in other conversations, people would be very quiet when talking about her boyfriend.
You're hoping that she wouldn't like
I don't know.
come around the corner and be like, what the fuck did you just say?
I don't know what happened, but I know she said she snapped at somebody like bad because I saw the first time she'd ever been in an argument, and I was like, I think you're boring. But I think it just like grew in her, just the fire just spread, and then all of a sudden her blood was on fire when some random person was like, it's so funny how your boyfriend's kind of boring, and she's just like, I don't know what happened, but
Destroyed.
no, I was just using a random name from chat. You didn't actually guess her name. I went to Italy to see my sister, and she speaks with her hands. She was angry at her son one day, and the fingers were released. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like, let me tell you. Avada Kedavra! Yeah, it's like one of those things.
Oh, pupper.
He made a little noise like he's a happy puppy. Oh, Anyway, she went off and like married him. You know, like I do know that
good.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were happy together, and she has no hobbies but fucking. Loud. And
Well, so long as she's happy.
yeah.
Hey, if you have no hobbies besides fucking, you better marry someone who's up to the challenge.
No, but I think she honestly like has like a happy life and whatever. She had like 100% like straight A's, like really good student, quite smart. I was in a group project with her one time, and I was like, listen, I don't want to be like lacking behind and not pulling my weight. I want to like, you know, do my fair share of work. And she was like, I would rather just do everything. And I was like, if you really want to, I'll let you. And she's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, you can. But you have to let me do something. Is there something you need or whatever? You know, and I don't even remember what I contributed, but I think I did her like some other favor besides working on the project. She just wanted to work on it. I think it was like picking something up for her, going to the store or something. I might have just gotten her groceries for her or something like that. But
Yeah, something simple.
as someone who's part Italian, hung out with Italians, the finger to hand ratio is real. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like, this is like, you wouldn't believe what this bitch said to me. This is where it starts to go like, oh no, you shouldn't have said that. Now we're in fucking trouble. This is as it starts to get like unhinged. Like, this is never, you never see this still. It's always like this. This is this.
This is you low
This
life.
this is her boyfriend is like pulling her away and shaking his head when she's like, hold my hoops. No. That's not actually a thing. That's a different, that's not Italian, but anyway, you know, that was it's honestly like a pretty similar story, and there's more than a few of those where people are just like completely oblivious to everything, and then you can put it on the end thing. People are just completely oblivious to the whole like ideology stuff, and then once they're like challenged on it, or someone says they can't have a happy marriage and live happily ever after, they're all of a sudden like, what is this ideology? I hate it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta stand your ground. That's another important thing.
And I told her that. I said stuff like where I was like, you know, it's really great that you like stood up for him, whatever. And she was happy and whatever. And I know they got married because she talked about like him proposing and stuff.
No, that's nice.
But they wanted to wait until like after college or something. Like I think he waited the first year to make sure that she was like committed enough to like stick it through college or whatever, and then he proposed, and it was a cute story and everything. And I know they did go and get married. I can't imagine how goddamn boring it'd be with her, but I don't know, he's into it, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, I do have to get to bed.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for joining our Sanic stream. Listening to us talk about some romances on campus.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and listening to me ramble about my stories.
Me and Adam have a comic that's going
Yes,
to be launching April 6th.
Yes!
And right now, you can't buy it yet, but you can join the mailing list that's in the description. It's called Horizon Quest.
Oh, it's already in the description.
It's
I would have forgotten.
fantasy comic. I figured that I would plug it at the end of the stream to those of you who made it to the end and didn't run away.
Yeah.
As we were playing Sonic and talking about campus stuff.
Loud bobbing.
Yeah, a digital versions will also be available on the campaign page
Yeah.
when that launches.
Fantasy is my absolute favorite genre. I love a lot of genres, but fantasy is like kind of my first love as far as like fiction in a way.
Yeah.
It was what I really first like super fell in love with, and I did the writing, and I can attest to the quality.
Yes.
It is
Fantasy
quite good.
PH. Yeah, that's right.
Hey!
Hey.
A fantasy production.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually we need to like find time to sit down together and like make a video with us discussing the comic to
that sounds
post
so
on
cool.
YouTube. Oh yeah, that sounds. Yeah, we should make a couple
Like a
videos
promo
actually.
video or something, where we're like, oh, we made a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrifying. There's like so many people who don't see it.
Oh, you want to make a comic dub?
A comic what?
A comic dub of like a scene?
No.
No, you don't
It
want
says
to.
terrifying.
You don't want to act as the main character?
No.
No.
Is that like a normal thing?
Yeah, I mean, I did
Ah.
I did stuff for
Uh,
like Ellie where like it was dubbed over.
Did you?
Yeah, with voice actors.
Oh yeah. Oh, like an animation?
Well, without the animation part, but yeah.
Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
Oh yeah, you'll do
It's
it.
weird.
Oh, Adam doesn't like voice acting.
Did you hear? Gergie's like.
He's trying to sleep and we're keeping him awake. A Wonderful Galaxy says, "You will do fine, Adam. I will be there supporting you in the comment section."
Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun as always. And we'll definitely see you next time.